There's no doubt the mysterious warrior was a Sith.
Always two there are. No more, no less. A master and an apprentice.
But which
When it came to the Sith, it wasn't always that there was two in a galaxy at one time. Two Sith Lords that walked side by side, step by step in order to achieve a goal. At one point, there were just as many Sith in the galaxy as there were Jedi, and they would constantly battle, especially back during the Old Republic days. But their numbers began to dwindle, and it wasn't necessarily the fault of the Jedi. The Jedi weren't the ones taking them out. It was actually themselves. You see, Sith succession is always done by a master and apprentice. The apprentice eventually takes on the master and either kills them or the master kills their own apprentice. But either way, it leads to a void that the Sith can't replace easily. And this infighting is what was the main cause for why Darth Bane created the rule of two. Darth Bane realized that the constant infighting was not good for the Sith whatsoever, and if the Sith were to live on and live past themselves and live for eons, then they would need to go down to two. But with this, he also understood that the Sith would essentially give up their power to the Jedi and just kind of swear to secrecy within a galaxy, hiding amongst the regular people. Never to be too boisterous, but also still working within the dark side of the Force, beneath the Jedi's noses, giving the Jedi ultimately the illusion of peace and not actual peace itself, because the dark side still remained. Due to Darth Bane's rule of two, this is what also led to Palpatine wanting to take out other dark side users, for example when he went back to finish off Maul, because he truly felt as though if there were more than one Sith Lord in the galaxy, then it would completely uproot his plans. Which is why, after he found out that Maul lived and he already had Count Dooku as his apprentice, he tried to swiftly end Maul on many occasions. It's just that Maul was not going down so easily. Also too, the constant infighting that went on in the Sith in those early days, especially when the younger apprentices would gang up on a way stronger Sith master, it would leave a pretty large void in the dark side ranks. And it was a void that was not necessarily easily filled up by somebody who's not nearly as strong. With the rule of two, the succession line is completely streamlined and makes a lot more sense, where the apprentice that is now filling in the void of the master is now more so in line with what their power was or is coming up on that power level. And the plans stay the exact same. Now you may be asking yourself, where do people like the Inquisitors come in? They are necessarily just tools of the Force. They're not necessarily Sith Lords. They're just Force users trained to use the dark side of the Force, also built to serve the Empire. And we've seen many like that before in Star Wars history as well, but they weren't necessarily Sith Lords, and they never will be, and they never were intended to be. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. May the Force be with you guys. Thanks you guys for watching the video all the way through, and have a great rest of your day.
You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.